Hello, my beautiful sweets. Sweet Sadie J coming back at you. I have some pork chops here that I'm making tonight, and I thought I would just throw the camera on and let you guys see how I make them. I'm going to wash these off real quick. Okay, you guys, I should have washed those off before I put the camera on, but I've got 4 very thin pork chops here that I'm just going to season up real quick. And I'm only using 4 seasonings tonight. I'm going to use some onion powder. Hope you can see that. I'm going to use a little bit of seasoned meat tenderizer and some garlic pepper, which y'all know from the Dollar Tree, you got to do that sparingly. And then I have my Creole Tony Chachere's, just to give it a nice little taste. And I'm going to cover these with foil. I have the oven preheated to 350, and I'm going to cook these for probably 30 minutes because they're thin. The thick ones would take normally 45 minutes or more. Y'all know when your stuff is done. I'm starving. I'm very, very hungry. So I get at that computer, y'all, and Lord have mercy, I lose all sorts of time. I look up and it's dark outside. Anybody else do that? You can just be at that computer forever. So we're going to put a little, I should have put the meat tenderizer on first, but we're going to put just a little bit because you don't want it over seasoned. We're going to do this on both sides. And again, like I said, because they are so thin, you really, really do have to govern your time. That garlic pepper comes out so fast. I like to put it in my hands. And I think I'm going to switch this one over because we don't really want to crowd them. We want them to cook nice and evenly. I've been having taste for some pork chops and applesauce. Who remembers that from what show? The Brady Bunch. Dun, dun, the Brady Bunch. With Peter and pork chops and applesauce. So we got some onion powders, the meat tenderizer. This is just the seasonings of my choice. You can season your meat any way you want. A little garlic pepper, because I don't trust this spout. So I do this like this. Because that really scares me. And my Tony Chachere's, the Creole. I love this stuff. I don't use it as often as I should because I have so many spices. Yeah, so, and just to keep them a little bit moist so they don't get too dried out, you can use any oil you want. I should have had this out. I just like to use a little olive oil and spray them. Just give them a light spritz because I don't want these to get dried out. And then I'm going to take another piece of my, y'all know, the Reynolds sheets from the Dollar Tree. I really should have some stock in this place, but I don't. Okay, so now I'm just going to fold this over. Just tuck it over on this end, and then just lay it on top so it'll stay on. It won't come off when you put it in the oven. And I'm going to put it in the oven. It's already preheated on 350, and I'm going to check that. I'm going to start with 15 minutes. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, my sweets, my next item on my menu tonight, instead of applesauce, I'm going to be making homemade fried apples. And this is the first time, again, I should be an ambassador, but this is the first time I'm using my apple core for my apples. I specifically got it for this time of the year when I'll be making apple pies and stuff like that, and just trying to make life a little bit easier. So I tried one first before I got on camera. They're very thick. I will be cutting these slices down, and it splashes in your face, so you almost need like safety goggles, but you just put it like this and try to stand back if you can, because that juice from these are Honeycrisp apples, so ooh, it splashed me again. So it's really neat. I mean, I really like it. It doesn't, I don't know if I'm going all the way through or not, but yeah, it does make slicing up your apples a whole lot easier. So lost that. I'll have to rinse that off. So y'all know I got a little garbage bag right here to the side so I can throw all my garbage in. Ooh, these some nice juicy apples. Ooh, the splash is real, y'all. So this makes life so much easier, especially when you're making your apple pies and stuff. So yeah, I'm liking this. I'm really digging it. Even though I'm going to be like I said, I'm going to be slicing those down, but this is half the battle. So okay, we got one more. And I am tasting these pork chops and fried apples, y'all. I can't wait. I am hungry, as always. And we got one more apple. I usually turn it on its opposite side so it can sit a little bit flatter. Just helps it. You can do however you want. That's just my thing. I'm seeing if I can turn it a little bit. Okay, yeah, see, she cute. Look at that. All right, so I'm gonna slice these down a little bit more and I'll be right back to show you guys how I start this. Okay, my sweets, that was a lot of apples. I specifically chopped it up in small chunks because I'm going to be using this recipe for 2 different meals. So I'm not going to sit up here and slice them for pork chops and then slice them for the other recipe. But in the meantime, you can also freeze your cooked apples after you cook them if you have too much. So I'm just going to pour a little bit of apple juice over top. Just a little bit, just to keep them from turning brown on me while I get the rest of the recipe together. And you want to just get in there, make sure they're all coated with the apple juice. This is optional. You don't have to do this. This is just what I do since I have apple juice on hand. And I love this apple juice. Y'all know I got a sink full of hot soapy water right here next to me. Then I'm just going to take, again, one of my cover-ups from the Dollar Tree and just cover that and sit that to the side. And then I'm going to get started on the regular mixture and take a swig of my yummy apple juice. Oh boy, that's good. I love that stuff. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, my sweets. I put about 4 pats of butter, about 4 tablespoons of butter into my skillet. I'm having it on medium heat to melt the butter, and then I will add the apples. And I already had some cinnamon sugar in my pantry, and I just added some light brown sugar in with that and mixed it up, and hopefully this should be all the sugar I need. And I do have some extra butter over here in case I need some butter, just to saute those apples and just let them sit there. And you know the consistency, because they're a smaller slice, they are going to cook a lot faster than if you had them in bigger chunks. So just be aware. Be aware they will cook faster. So you just want them to be tender. You don't want them to be mushy unless you're making applesauce. Actually, you just want them to be the way you like them. So I know I don't like them too hard, and I don't like them too soft. So we're gonna melt that butter, get it all nice and melted. Yes, I am feeling this. It is still Sunday, Halloween Sunday, so you guys be careful out there if you're going out there. I don't go out my door on Halloween. That's the timer for the pork chops. We're going to check on those. The butter is almost completely melted down. Hope you guys can see this. Let's see. Hope it doesn't fall. Make sure you're stabilized. Okay, so you hear the butter is popping a little bit, just a little bit. And I'm going to take my cover up, and I'm going to drain the apple juice off of these. Most of it anyway. Okay. Now we're gonna just put these in here. Ooh, lights are flickering. Is it me or are the lights flickering? Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna turn that up a little bit just to get that going. What are you doing? I'm gonna check on these pork chops in a minute. See how many apples are in here, y'all? I can already taste it. I really, really can. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why that light bulb is flickering. Y'all know, Satan just ain't gonna let you be great. That's just his job. That's his job. Once I get this all mixed up and ready to go, I'm just gonna put the top on it and just let those apples cook down. In the meantime, in between time, let me check on the pork chops. Pork chops and applesauce. Okay. Oh, smells good. Let's see what we got here. I'm gonna take the foil off and let them get brown. I don't know if you guys can see this. See what they're looking like. So they're thin, so they cook really quickly. So I took the foil off and I'm gonna put them back in and I'm gonna let them stay in there for about another 5-10 minutes just to make sure they're done but not too dry. See all that moisture in there? Yes. Yes. Very quick, very easy. And let's go to the apples. Let's go to the videotape. I'm gonna put that in there for about another 5 minutes. And then we'll check it. Let's see what we got here. Oh, yes, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Coat all those apples in your butter. Move that camera back a little bit. Can y'all see that? Okay. Oh, yes. Now I'm going to put all the sugars in. My mom used to make fried apples all the time. My youngest sister makes them consistently. She loves them. But I haven't made them in eons, y'all. And I do mean eons. So we'll see how I do for the first time in a long time. Let's see how mine's come out, because I used to watch my mom make them all the time. We loved them. Of course, it's a sweet dish. You can eat this with breakfast, lunch, dinner, or dessert. You know, people put this on their cake and put vanilla ice cream. Depends. Whatever your fancy schmancy, that's what you do. Okay? So, I'm hoping I have enough sugar here. You see the caramelized juices in there already? And like I said, because they are diced as opposed to sliced, they are going to cook a lot quicker than most. And I'm just going to add just some more sugar because this is a sweet dish. This is supposed to be sweet. But isn't that cute how I stored my cinnamon sugar in there? I forgot it was even in there, girl. And it was still so nice and soft and moist and not stuck together because those jars are airtight. Love, love, love these jars. I'm telling y'all. I got my walnuts and my pecans in my newer jars that I just hauled not too long ago. Okay, so I've got this in here. I've got it all nice and coated. What I'm going to do now is turn the heat back down to medium. And I'm going to cover these apples and just periodically check and see their tenderness, because we don't want to overcook them. Okay, so let's check on those pork chops. Oh my God, you guys. Oh, if y'all could smell my house right now. Oh my Lord. I've already turned the eye down to simmer, and I'm just going to keep these covered until those apples are nice and tender but not mushy. And then I'm going to remove this pan from the eye. The pork chops aren't quite ready yet, so I put them on for another 5 to 10 minutes. and I will come back and show you guys what this looks like when I plate it up. I've already tasted it. Oh my Lord, I'm so ready. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you later. Okay, my sweets, the pork chops have been done for a while. I have those over here. I have the apples over there, and I am getting ready to go in. I have the apples on top of one pork chop, and I'm going to sit down and dive in. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Love, peace, and happiness. Sweet Sadie J coming back at you. Remember, guys, be kind to each other. The world is big enough for us all. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. Bye.